experiences, sometimes it's best to always get second opinions. Even if, say, you had your full term of your pregnancy, after that, keep following up and seeing how far it prolongs, because look what happened. You could have gotten in an accident and bled to death. Your blood count was so low, you didn't even know until you felt something was wrong, right? So always listen to your body. You know, I'm so proud of you for speaking up about this type of topic.
Thanks.
You know, being a woman on television, I know we're scrutinized for everything, you know, and it's important for us to let people know we're human too. We're real, just like you guys are who are watching us on television.
And sometimes we don't want to share things because of
We're
them
afraid.
attacking.
Yes.
Or, you know, making things up.
Yes.
And another thing I want to say is I actually went to a doctor here.
Huh.
And this is why I don't deal with a lot of doctors in Vegas, because they told me originally, oh, you're going to have a hysterectomy. But because I was knowledgeable in it, my doctor who delivered my baby, I always have my kids at Cedars in LA. So I was born there. All my kids were born there. So my doctor's African American. The ones here were Caucasian. And I just felt like they weren't on my side because they were lying in my face.
That's why, girl, I say second opinion always, especially when it comes to big moments and big decisions like that.
Right. Right. Because when they said hysterectomy, I said, that's a lie. And they were trying to challenge me on things. But see, my doctor that was African American already told me that delivered my kids, and she actually did the surgery on my mom. And she told me, you have options. It's not just hysterectomy. No. So when they told me that, I knew they were up to no good.
Right.
And it worried me because it made me feel like, what if a younger girl came in there and had it done and can't have kids because they told her that was her only option. So you also have to be careful with taking their opinion, because if something doesn't sit right, like you said, get a second or even third or fourth opinion if something doesn't sit right, or just be knowledgeable on yourself. Because if I wasn't, I probably would have let them. And who knows what they would have done to my body.
Absolutely.
You know, because, but I will say this, not all Caucasian doctors, because I know people and trolls always want to go, oh, she said they were Caucasian, that's why. Because the one who did both of my surgeries is Caucasian. But see, he specializes, and he's at Cedars, he specializes in fibroids. But the ones that were in Vegas, I don't trust them. The ones that were at Cedars, also with my doctor, he was trustworthy.
I see.
You know, and I just felt like I remembered what my doctor told me that delivered my first daughter. But see, she retired from doing the surgery. So that's why I couldn't go to her.
Gotcha.
So, but she always told me, no, you have options. She said, yeah, your grandmother had this done. Your mom had this done. You have option. Don't let anybody tell you need a hysterectomy, because that's not true. There's so many different operations these days.
Yeah. And you know, you got to also remember you know what your number one doctor is? That doctor upstairs, you know. And it's funny, right? Because I was talking to Miss Sheila today, and we were mentioning about Nick Cannon and how Nick Cannon is deciding to have all these babies. Because did you see how he just announced another baby, right?
Oh, I didn't see.
Girl, yes. Just on he just announced another baby on the way, girl. And we were talking about it, and she's like, man, why are you having all these babies? And I said, well, did you not know, you know, he spoke about his disease and that he doesn't have that much time to live. And she's like, what disease? And I said, lupus. And she's like, well, you do know it's curable, right? I said, yeah, but you know, I'm sure he has top doctors to know what his situation is. And she's like, this is the doctor he needs to be talking to. He needs to start praying more. He needs to start doing that, because your mental, your mind, you can say, oh man, I'm gonna die, and you really, really will die if you really think that and live that. And you need to just still fight for it, because miracles do happen.
Right.
So I don't know. The Lord just told me to talk about that, because we talked about it earlier. I was like, you know what? Since she's here, let's bring that up. But yeah, girl.
And even herbs and things. After my second surgery, I actually been dipping in a little of the Dr. Sebi herbs. His grandson took over the company. So I know they're opening an office, because I have a consultant here. Ooh. And she actually told me they're opening this weekend. But yeah, they were telling me, you know, you could do the herbs so you don't have to have the surgery. But the only issue I had is you have to be like vegan, eating like really healthy. So I start doing it and then I'll get off, but I try to still buy the products. Even though they're more effective doing their diet. Sometimes I try to like just keep taking it just to see, you know, if it'll help. But
guys, if you guys didn't know, I heard Larissa got a beauty line that she got going on. Are you still doing that? Talk to me about
so
it.
basically in the next month, I'll be opening Poshly Savage Beauty, which is my hair company. I call it my beauty line, really. It was going to be my hair company, but I'm going to sell lashes, hair, and potentially clothes.
Ooh.
I've been a licensed cosmetologist for over 18 years. And when COVID hit, I was just thinking, what could I do to make revenue, really good revenue? And I noticed like a lot of these girls are not licensed and they'll probably just get any vendor and sell it. But I know exactly what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. So I think that would be a good, and people ask me, oh, what are you wearing, or whose lashes or whose hair? And I said, so basically my site is like dedicated. Everything that's on there, I have tried. So if there's lashes or hair, I have tried. You know, it's nothing on there that I have not tried myself.
So with that being said, you know, I'm all about promoting and making sure our ladies are well taken care of when they come to the Bad and Boujee podcast. So I also have a beauty line called Bad and Boujee Beauty, and I would like to gift you with your set. And I would love for you to try it, review it. Let me know what you think. We got lashes, we got bonnets, we got lip glosses, lip stains, you name it. And I know you're going to need a bonnet tonight because that hair looking nice and laid.
Because you know it's Memorial Weekend, so I'm definitely going to be out.
I'm so happy. I gave you 2 different lashes because I didn't know your style. But now I see you, girl, you like it. Scandalous. So one of the lashes in there is called Scandal.
Okay.
Because they are scandalous. All right. So I want you to wear it. Tell me what you think. I'm glad. Do you have a website for your beauty line yet?
I will. It's ready, but I have not put it out yet because I'm waiting on my last product to be delivered. But it is poshlysavage.com, but they can go to my personal Instagram, which is Larissa the One, for updates.
Right up there, guys. So make sure you guys follow her. Stay in tune. Go check out her season on Flavor of Love and Charm School. And let us know what you think. Because, you know, nowadays we be forgetting the OGs and who really started this. You know what I mean? And be forgetting that sometimes the most hated could be the most loved. So I wanted people to really get to know who you were, know that you're human, know that we go through real things. And I'm so glad we were able to touch on so many important topics. Hopefully I can get you and Monique on the show or get to talking and just squash it. You know what I'm saying? Let her be real about what she said and what she did. And if she felt she was wrong or whatever, cool. If she still want to be hard at it, cool too. It is what it is. But at least you know what? I made the initiative to make sure, to try. You know, I want to see if that can work, because we're not getting any younger. We're getting older here. We're maturing. Just get past it, you know. And I'm planning on doing a charm school.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's called the Bad and Boujee Show. And maybe I'll bring you up as a guest. If you don't want to be in the school, you can just be a part of the school. How about that?
When is this?
Oh, we're gonna talk about it off here. You know, we can't give them all the tea just yet. But since you are an OG of Charm School, I would love to bring you on as a guest.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I would like that.
All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning into the Bad and Boujee podcast. Thank you, Sheila, for being our guest of the day, and from the audience to answer some questions and talk about your experience with uterus fibroids. I appreciate you. And always, you guys, thanks for tuning in every week and being so loyal and leaving your comments and tagging me on the gram. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Next week, it's going to get even better. So stay tuned for the Bad and Boujee podcast. It's yours truly, Sharice Mills.
Bad and bougie. I'm the top new.
Thank you so much, babe.
Hating me on the shade room. Yeah, I'm bad and bougie. Don't give me no rules. I do what I choose. Got you binge watching on Zoom. Up the rose,